It's come from a lot of different places. I think I know the truth, but different people have given different sides of the story. So it's like, yeah, okay, choose whichever one you'd like.
Say no to drugs, kids.
Say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. It's a gun.
Or as the drummer likes to say, eat drugs, do, what was it? This video is brought to you by Puzzle Master. We'll hear more about them in a bit, but for now, let's get on to today's video. Welcome to Room 6, the channel dedicated to local music and the people that make it, including my guests. My guests are two members of an LA-based art rock band I met online, with multiple lineup changes over the years and heavy influences by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Lemon Twigs, Pink Floyd, and more. They just finished up their Freaky People Freaky tour. Please welcome to the channel, Poppy Roscoe. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
So, first off, thank you very much for coming on the channel, and thank you for watching. And if you want to be like Poppy Roscoe, then by all means, hit me up using my email address down below and click that Room 6 social media link. That'll let you know what I'm up to online, how you can get a hold of me, ways you can support the channel, like maybe getting some merch at room6.shop, and more. And what the heck, go ahead and click that like, share, and subscribe button. It all helps, and I thank you. Now then, that's all my YouTube crap out of the way. For those of you that don't know who Poppy Roscoe are, thank you for watching. Please introduce yourselves and tell them who you are, what you do in the band, and who we're missing.
Hi, I'm actually Paul McCartney. I play the bass and sing at the same time. We were in a band back in the day called the Beatles, but it wasn't really working out, you know. So we've started this new group called Poppy Roscoe, where I'm singing and playing bass just like the old days, you know. My name is Izzy. I'm Izzy. My name's Izzy.
He always does this. He always
doesn't like it when
How
I do that.
very dare you, sir?
Every time. We got one joke. We got one
joke. Hi.
So what do you do in the band, Izzy?
Oh, yeah. I play bass and I sing in the band. Just like Paul McCartney, but I use a wah bass instead of a regular wah. I'm one of the original founders, along with my partner in crime here, Jacob Smith.
Oh, yeah. I play the drums, and I get in the band. I'm Jacob. Either I'll take any of them. Play the drums. I was in the band initially, and then wasn't, and then was. We have a whole wild ride, of course, with all that. And then both of us are, I think, the main force of the video, kind of more out there stuff that go further than just the music. That's mostly us. We have some help from our, rest of our friends and everything else whenever we can get it. And then currently not here are Max Meter and Dahlia Grizzard, who are our two lead and rhythm kind of interchangeable. Each one does each sometimes, who are not here at the moment. They both do their own solo stuff and also come in and help us with our stuff for the live thing, and are all over the records in different places and all sorts of that type stuff.
As well as our secret fifth member, Adam Pena.
Never forget. He is
stuck in the Sonoran Desert, stuck in Arizona.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he recorded a lot of stuff on not the most recent, but the first one. Actually, he's on the most. He's all over the place in the recordings. We're trying so hard to get him to move out of the valley into the other valley, but hasn't happened yet. Someday, maybe. We're trying.
Nice. All right then. So with that, let me kick things off with one of my usual interview questions, and you OG Room Sixers, you know what's coming. I want to talk about your earliest musical influence, and by that I mean, do you have a memory where you said, I want to do that?
Yeah. So when I was 12, my father used to do music. So he used to teach music. So I was always kind of in the musical environment. And so because of that, I hated music. I hated my piano lessons. I hated my guitar lessons. I hated everything. So I was like, no, that's all dumb. That's stupid. I don't want to play rock and roll. And there was one day I was 12 or 13, and one of my best friends in school said, hey, we need to start a band. And I was like, why would we do that? It's like, because we gotta get chicks. It's like, okay. So we started the band. I was like, I don't know what I want to do with this. And I remember seeing a video of Eric Clapton playing. And I remember thinking, that's not that bad. I can do that. No problem. And so I bought my first guitar out of a Sears catalog, and I still have that guitar today, and it's the main one that I use. And so I wouldn't even call him an influence. It was more just like I could do that. I can do that. I saw that. I can do it.
I didn't realize it was chicks. It's chicks all now. Now you're the one telling me that I'm always in it for the chicks, and you're in it for the art, and I'm in it for the every time.
Yeah.
But you're the OG. That's wild. I don't
Rock
think
and roll.
I'm trying to think. I couldn't even. I mean, obviously, everybody listens to Rush, and you're like, this is the thing I've ever heard. And I guess you got to pick the drums up. I'm trying to remember. There exists a photo of me as a baby, like a baby, holding like my dad's drumsticks because he played snare drum in the drum line when I was a kid. And I'm sure there could have been. I can't even think of the first time I was really like, I'm in on that. I don't remember. Probably. I think so. I feel like I had the opposite thing where I was iffy on it, but it's the second. They have you. I think sometime in elementary school they have you go to your go and test and see if you're gonna play any of the instruments. And the second, like, yeah, do you want to play the drums? The second I did it, I was like, oh, that's it. And then at this point, just couldn't. You can't stop. I tried. Can't. Impossible. Cannot be done.
He couldn't stop. He was addicted to the shindig.
I was hoping I was gonna win big, man.
Can't stop, won't stop.
No. Oh, no.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Never.
Nice. So speaking of Adam, your fifth member, it took a space opera to get the three of you in the same room for the first time?
Yeah, so the band originally formed as a college project, and we didn't really think it was gonna balloon into anything. It was more of just hey, we're doing it for the grade type of thing to help one of our friends out. And so I ended up leaving and going around and being in a bunch of different bands. And I came back and I said, you know what? I really like the band. I like the message of the band. Let's reform it. And so I was thinking about it. I was like, what's going to bring us together? Let's dress up as rats from the Sonoran Desert and go on adventures, because that's what united all of us. And it was kind of an experiment to see if we could actually do it, because at that point we hadn't practiced together in years. We weren't playing live. We had never animated before, never made a movie. So we thought, well, if we're actually going to do this, let's make sure we can do it. And so we got together, and it was supposed to be just kind of like, well, we'll see where it goes. And then all of a sudden it starts popping off on Spotify and social media, and people are saying, hey, when are you going to start touring? And we thought, let's just move to LA. Let's do it now. Let's get ahead of this. And so it kind of just snowballed into a thing that we didn't think was going to snowball. And yes, it did take us up dressing up as rats, becoming who we really were, desert rats, I think, at the core.
I mean, you got to be true to yourself, right?
Oh, yeah.
Most definitely. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think, because you'd known Adam since high school. I met you in college. I'd never met Adam, I think, until the first day we went to record any of this. And we grew up like 20 minutes away from each other, but just never it's just weird how it finally took all that mess and then finally make it happen.
Nice. All right. Now, I know you're basically like the progenitor of this thing that would eventually become Poppy Roscoe.
Mm-hmm.
Where did the name come from? Why Poppy Roscoe?
So there are many, many stories in our nice lexicon and our nice lore. And I don't think it's up to me to really choose which story you believe in, because there are many different stories.
All right. Let me do this. Give me the story you tell at the end of a press junket when you've been just asked the same question 20 times in a row.
This is the story.
No, he does this every time. This is the bit. Like I said, we have one bit.
I have two jokes.
This is the story of a girl.
Oh yeah, every time. Cried the whole. I'm the river, and that makes you the world, and that's the.
I have three jokes. So there was a friend's dog who was named Roscoe. There was the idea that it's Poppy Roscoe. So Poppy is it's a joke on heroin. So you have Poppy, which is opium, and then Roscoe, which is old slang for a gun. So it's a poppy gun. And then there was my personal favorite, which is when we were first looking through the names, we had a couple of the members in the room, and we were looking, we Googled hipster baby names, and the last P name was Poppy, and the first R was Roscoe. So it's come from a lot of different places. I think I know the truth, but different people have given different sides of the story. So it's like, yeah, okay, choose whichever one you'd like.
Say no to drugs, kids.
Say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. It's a gun.
Or as the drummer likes to say, eat drugs, do what was it?
Oh, that. For a minute it was do your vegetables and eat your drugs.
Eat drugs, do vegetables. That's right.
That's the. Lately, I have been changing it up though. That's the real fun of the live shows. At this point, have given up on trying to memorize or write anything. So I think there was one that I couldn't even. I just sit there and let it process. And then I think I just said drugs, and then we're done. I was like,
Yeah.
Some drugas. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So how long has this current lineup been Poppy Roscoe?
Ooh, Jake, Max, myself, and Adam are the original members, minus one member who went to Boston, and we don't talk about him anymore.
Boston.
So it's really been the same core lineup, but the live lineup has been ever since last year. We started November 3rd. That was our first show, so we just came up on our anniversary on this. We recently added Dahlia, so it's been this for, about a year.
Right on. The reason I ask is that with all that time together, you've done a lot of shows, I would assume.
Oh, yeah.
So for the two of you, what is your most memorable moment from performing at a show where maybe things went off the rails, or you checked off a rock star wish list item, or just you're like, where'd the bassist go and he went to jail or whatever? What's your this one time story from performing as Poppy Roscoe?
So this one time we were passing through Portland on our way back down. We had just hit Seattle. We were driving all day. It started raining. We get to the venue, and we had kind of known a little bit beforehand that one of the bands wasn't going to show up. But we get there and we say, hey, none of the bands are going to show up. So there were supposed to be 3 bands there. We were on the road. So we were at that point like 800 miles away from home. Didn't have a kit. One of the other bands was supposed to bring the kit. And so we're talking with the sound crew, and we're like, okay, what are we going to do? They're calling people. They're like, maybe we can get this kit from across town. Like, I'm a bartender over at this place. Maybe we can get their house kit. And finally, it's evident that we're not going to be able to get a drum kit. And so we look at Jake and we're like, Jake, it's your call. You have a snare drum and you have a ride. No throne, no stand, just a snare drum, a cymbal, and a stand. You want to try it? It was like, and Jake, that guy right there, like, yeah, sure, let's try it. So he takes a chair, gaffs the snare drum to the chair, sets up a ride cymbal, and is like, all right, we got this. So we start playing the set, and it was so good. It was so cool. It sounded like he didn't even need a kick drum. Afterward, the sound guy was like, I don't even know how you made that work.
It went okay. I mean, we played okay. I think it went okay. Everyone, everyone seems pretty stoked on it. There was really no way that was, no matter what had happened. For whatever reason, going into tour, I think most 2 out of the 3 members of the band, or 2 out of the 4 members of the band, just kept saying Portland, 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 they're the worst. Forget this. And then I think as we're gunning to go from San Diego to drive up and do everything, the first show we had lined up just completely cancels. So then that I think along the way of everything. So already we were kind of weren't too sure. That show that we played was us coming back down, yes, which then everybody canceled again. But we still played. I mean, I think we played a pretty good show. I mean,
I had a blast.
All things considered. Oh yeah. I think if we have
but did you get paid?
We did, actually. We did get
surprisingly.
Shout out Twilight Bar and Cafe.
Yeah, Twilight Bars there was an amazing venue. If we had actually had a lineup and everything else, would have been amazing. It's a really nice spot. They were nothing but cool with us. Oh yeah. No, big shout out.
Do you remember the sound person's name?
Of course. Is he I know we both know it. So since we both know it, you can go first.
He was the one who liked that one band that you were talking about.
He was a Protest the Hero fan.
Yes, he was a Protest the Hero fan.
Feels very Portland. I don't know if we got any other...
Understood. Well, hey, for those of you that don't know, I also sometimes review live shows and I review music on this channel. And I am finally, now that I've been up here for a few months in the Pacific Northwest, I'm finally going to a show this Friday at time of recording, and going to be actually reviewing a live show where one of the bands is an act that I interviewed one of their members about 4 weeks ago. So keep an eye out for that. Subscribe, all the drills. But also, I have to go find Twilight now. And I have to find that sound person and say, like, do you remember Poppy Roscoe?
Remember those guys?
Get on the ground floor. It really happened. We have pictures of it. I wish I could remember.
Yeah, we recorded the whole thing.
Yeah,
we got this happened.
You'll
That's
know him when
funny.
he sees him. He looks like a dude who would work at like an edgy rock bar at Portland. He's got had the jacket and the get up. I mean, he was
Nice. In Las Vegas, there is this like kind of iconic for like mostly the punk scene, but also just the hardcore scene called the Dive Bar. And it is the dive bar. Like they used to have a bicycle on the wall, and it was like it's really dark. They've upgraded thanks to quarantine and also an appearance on Bar Rescue. They kind of got a revamp, and like now they actually have an iPad controlling sound, and they got barricade in the front of their small little stage. But they used to have the sound board off to the right, stage right, which is fun when you're trying to mix sound, And there was this angry Scotsman. I think his name was John, but he was just like part of the gig. That he didn't care who you were. He didn't care how big you were. You're on tour, whatever. How crowded the place was going to be. He didn't give a crap. He was just like, yeah, okay, yeah, cymbal, okay, snare, like it was just part of the like and he retired, and now they got some young kids running around with iPads, but it's okay. But anyway, but I digress. Thank you for giving me that nugget. I got to go check out in Portland.
Oh yeah, if you're around, definitely.
Yeah,
and we got to get a gig at the dive bar. It's a bummer we missed. What's the Star Trek guy? Big Irish Star Trek man. Engineer.
Irish Star Trek man.
Isn't he Irish or is it? Oh my!
Oh,
I get my accents. Scotty. Oh, is that Scotty?
Oh, Scotty.
Okay.
Wow.
We had the band Scotty. Yeah, people don't like it when you do
there. Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
So
sorry, he likes the next generation. He doesn't know. He doesn't know the first.
I don't know
one.
anything about anything else. TNG rules.
No
That's all I know.
So I have been remiss. I forgot to mention that stick around after this interview. We're going to be seeing a music video by Poppy Roscoe for the song called "Freaky People." Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Stick around for that, and also stick around because we're going to hear a quick little message here. Take a little break. Hear a message from future Josh. See you in a minute.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Thanks, Josh from the past. If you're like me, you enjoy the occasional brain stretch as a break from the mundane of everyday life, or a way to undo the damage that social media can do to the old gray matter. The other reason I enjoy puzzles is because I have a history of Alzheimer's in my family, and I'd really like to avoid that particular problem. Puzzles provide exercise in memory and have been shown to improve short-term memory. Fortunately, Puzzle Master is here to help. Puzzle Master carries a large selection of brain teasers made from wood, wire, metal, plastic, paper, and foam. In addition to these, they carry boomerangs, chess, board games, and much more. Just for watching this video, and for being part of Room 6, and for a limited time, you can use my affiliate link down in the description to get 10% off any order by entering the coupon code 10-OFF, that's 10-OFF, at checkout. Plus, you'll be helping the channel. Thanks to Puzzle Master for being a sponsor, and let's get back to the show. We're back, and if that sponsor spot interested you at all, please consider clicking the link down below. You'll save some money, I'll make some money, it's a win-win. And I want to say that Poppy Roscoe officially endorses whatever the heck that product was.
Buy two.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, one's not two of them. Bye.
So,
bye.
We've got a couple more questions, and then we're going to check out that music video for Freaky People. Stick around, and also make sure that you check out the social media links that I put down below for Poppy Roscoe. So hopefully you can see what they're up to, catch them live when they're near you. Which leads me to my first question after the break. Any plans to come up to the Pacific Northwest again?
Yes, we went really hard this year and last year. And so we've decided to kind of take a break for a little bit. The next tour that we're planning on doing is going to be to the Southwest. And then we're going to try and do maybe a Midwest. And then we're going to kind of clock swing it back up. Because there's just the US is so big. And maybe we'll hit you on the next world tour.
Right on. Well, you know what? Let me know when you're in the PNW. If you're in Portland or Vancouver, I don't know why you would play for Vancouver, but if you're in one of those two states or two places, please let me know so I can come see you.
Oh, definitely. It's when we
Sounds good to
our
us.
last tour. We played Bremerton, Washington.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, that was amazing. That was one of our best shows. Sound was a little wild. I had just forgotten my kick pedal at the previous show, And
you've got a
the second
problem.
I do that, the whole as much as
Yep.
the sound was great, we were big stage was really cool. The whole time the bass drum was just flying everywhere because I didn't. Yeah. But
Nice.
so next time we'll make sure we got all the gear. We'll put on a good show. I mean, they seem to love it. I mean, that was the same deal. We were between, I think, like a hardcore band, like a scene post-hardcore band, like a true punk band, and then like a doom band, and then us coming up to do a little jig. But they seem to love it. You know.
Nice. I'm going to actually ask a question. This just popped in my head. I haven't asked this in like 3 years. This question. It was one of my back in the early days. I've been doing this over 5 years. I had like index cards, just to keep myself on track.
Yep.
And I'm going to ask this question because someone is a forgetful Franny. Forgetful Freddy. We all have like dream gear that we lust after in the store or whatever. From the highs of dream gear to the lows of lost gear, have you ever like actually lost gear at a gig? And what was it? And did you ever get it back?
No, I don't think I have. Nothing that was. So the equipment that I use, it's all handmade. So it's all I hand make it myself. So I'll carve the things out myself, or I'll I'll either build the guitars or I'll build the pedal myself. And I still have all of it. I don't think I've lost any of it.
No, I egg you for the handmade. It is actually amazing the most of the stuff that we have. It's it's like a hodgepodge, like 10 different. I'm kidding. I'm kidding on the you're not the minds there.
You're just mad because I haven't made you a drum kit yet.
Yeah, I mean that probably has something to do with it. But
so you're just forgetful, but you don't actually like leave it.
Oh, I was the forgetful one. I had
this was for you, man.
Yeah, no, we got really lucky on the last tour that we ended up playing the same venue twice, a few weeks apart, because going back, we were able to pick up the stuff that we had forgotten, and it was still it wasn't there. We had it got moved, and we had to talk to very eventually someone was able to rustle it up for us. Because we almost lost the night. Or no, we have lost. We've lost one. The first time we thought we're in LA, we're going big. We're gonna get a set of good set of IEMs, like a real. We're gonna get we're gonna go pro on all this stuff. And of course, once we do that, we immediately leave the box that sends the IEM signal that connects to the little packs. We just left it at event. I don't even. Do we?
It was at Harvard and Stone in Hollywood.
Yeah, one of the classic LA venues. Yeah,
Never
and it just disappeared.
What if they still have it? That was 2 years ago. I wonder if they still have it.
Yeah, and it might. That's the would be wild as if it's just now like it's become a fixture on there. It could. We may have accidentally donated an IEM send.
Wait, so are you the actual in-ears as well?
So I kept so we were able to keep all the packs, but it was the transmitter.
Okay,
so
I was gonna say if you left like the actual like earbuds kind of, and they're like. And you go back and they're like, you would not believe who wore these things. And it's like every famous actor came through was using them.
Yeah,
that would be
so
killer.
Cool.
Oh
that
yeah,
would be really cool.
Big if it's still there.
All right,
from that was the big one. And I mean, I think since then we have just gotten the cheapest IEMs that still work because we figure at least if we lose them again, it's not going to be another huge.
Nice.
Yep.
Do you guys play to a track?
No, this man is a metronome. This is one of the best drummers I've ever met. He doesn't need any of that stuff. He is.
So the IEMs are just so you can hear the mix.
Yep.
Cool.
That and vocals especially. We're trying to go. That's the other one. We're trying to really bring back. We're trying to do cool harmonies, all this other stuff. And I feel like we're hoping having the IEMs is it's so different once you can actually hear yourself. We sound so much better.
Yeah, we started taking group vocal lessons. So all four of us would go in and practice as with a teacher. Shout out Kiana at HVS in
Venice,
Los Angeles, and Venice Beach.
Yeah,
they're fantastic over there.
Yeah, I was the worst. I came in from the only singing I did was sounding way too much like Tom DeLonge. So like, how do I sing correctly and not like I'm from San Diego? Like, how do I? Yeah,
it's funny because two of the other members are from San Diego.
And they cannot. They are. I'm the boomer Blink-182 fan, and they are like, oh god, that racket.
I lived there for 8 years. Go Aztecs.
Yeah.
Oh hey, the Gauchos at SDSU.
Wait, did they change it? Because it was the Aztecs.
No. They did. It's the guy in the hat now. It's the Gaucho now.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
I don't
Oh,
know anything
wow.
about.
Yep.
I
Go
all
OB.
y'all.
I'm feeling ways about things about. I had no idea. Obviously, I don't like follow her. I was only there for a couple of years, but it was just like, really, that was less offensive or something
Where'd you live?
in San Diego.
Yeah.
Well, it was 8 years, but it was like there was a period where I wasn't there and they came back. So I kind of went all over. I lived in College area, of course, San
Okay.
Diego State.
Mhm.
I lived in La Mesa
Oh,
and
okay.
El Cajon, the Coffin.
Mhm.
Did my time in El Cajon, as we like to say. And Mira Mesa. I actually went to the community college there. So yeah, I mean, a little bit of everything. Ocean Beach,
I used to live in Ocean Beach.
That was yours, yeah.
yes. And how often did you go to Mission Beach?
We went to PB Beach first, and then we never made it to Mission.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you just say
PB Beach.
Pacific Beach Beach?
PB.
There it
Beach.
is.
Pacific. No, yeah.
It's
Yeah, I did.
PB.
Big,
PB.
big ATM
PB.
machine fan. I can tell.
Sorry, I never
Beautiful.
go there. It's all about
Yeah.
OB. Just stay there. Go to the black. You're fine.
Yeah. well, we all know what MB was known for.
I
Dogs.
don't know.
No, that's where you go to get your hookup.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
I wasn't gonna say that. I thought we're now PG-13 thread. I was keeping it PG.
Never heard of such
No.
a thing.
No. Izzy's mom, he went to MB and scored all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, Mom. I'm sorry you had to hear that. I'm sorry you had to hear. This is how you had to find out.
Hashish. Anyway.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah,
funny that you also lived in Ocean Beach. That's the secret air, not our first show, but our secret warm up. We played in Ocean Beach on a generator, but all of the bands were from Arizona. But then we met over there because the person who had the generator and wanted us to play was there.
So
and we
OB.
didn't even know one of the other
Feeling
bands.
Monday's best.
They
That
were
is
on
so
tour.
OB.
Yeah,
That is
they were
so
on
OB.
tour somewhere else. We had never met them before, but they just happened to be there and like, oh, you're from Arizona. We're from Arizona.
That should be like if I'm trying to start a band in Ocean Beach, must have reliable power.
Yeah. Yeah. No. It's like, oh yeah, can we just bring in some Arizona? That was Fiesta Island.
Right
That
on.
was amazing.
All right. Oh, I got 2 more questions, and then we're going to see that music video for Freaky People. And again, if you want to be featured on the channel, hit me up. And if you want to see what they're up to, hit those social media links. That's what they're called down below. Gentlemen, and Izzy.
Hi.
Exactly. My dog is also here now. He's
Yes.
joined in. He's the very important member of the band.
There we go. Instant 300 more views. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Fan.
perfect. Yeah, at least I can do. Anytime.
Just need a hot tub now.
Right? Makes me want a hot dog real bad. Anyway, where can I get an Uber shaker?
So that is patent pending. And the problem is, I mean, so far they are 1 of 1, and it can become 2 of 2, but you got forms you got to fill out. First you have to apply. That's a form.
We have a
then
wait
you have
list.
then you have to, we're currently running the wait list. That is so far probably one of the most successful internet attempts we outside of just the music at trying to break into the new world of the content.
Hey man, there's 3 weeks till Christmas, so get those orders in.
I know. Yes, yeah. Anybody on the one hand, we should be selling it as everyone needs one, but the problem is not everyone can handle it. It is an instrument of such quality and of such magnitude that it's just
We actually have
do.
We have a deal with Fender
Only
coming out, so we're gonna have really cheap ones coming out. So they should hit stores around the end of the month.
So we'll see. Beautiful. No, I'm glad you man. Did that pop when you looked us up on the TikTok? Did that pop up? Was that like one of our top? Like they probably immediately.
No, I had to dig a little bit for that.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Jake is very proud of that one.
I am.
Yeah.
That's the game you got to play
Well,
now.
I should say I don't know because this was on I think Instagram, and when I research a band, little peek behind the curtains.
Yeah.
When I research an act for these interviews, I go to whatever social media they have and immediately hit end screen, end page, and just like as far down as I can go, because that's where you find the stuff that they forgot about. They posted and completely forgot about. And they're like, that I live for that Sean Evans Hot Ones moment of how did you know that? Yeah, I live for that.
Where did you even find this video?
Yeah. It was 1993. Yes. A little known social media app called Facebook. Anyway, last question. You made it. Yay.
Woo.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
No worries. Hopefully the dog can help out with this last one.
Yes.
No. We're going to, again, you OG Room Sixers, you know what's coming. I appreciate you. We're going to circle back to that earliest musical influence question, okay? We're going to talk to little you that had that moment of, I want to do that. But this time we're going to jump in our time machine and we're going to go back and say, hey, kid, here's something you need to know. And it could be a warning. It could be hanging. It could be something good. You know, what is one thing you wish somebody had told you when you decided to go down this twisted road that is being a musician?
Hey, kid, wings is better.
That's a hot take.
Oh, I forgot. Don't say change your strings. Yeah.
Oh, actually, I would probably say don't bother with guitar. Just go straight to bass. You're going to end up there anyway.
Ooh.
I tried guitar first.
Slap the bass.
And I realized.
Didn't everybody?
Yeah. Well, there's some people who it's like, no, I was born and bred for the bass. Just go to bass. Get a wah pedal. You can do everything on bass that you can on guitar. And if anything, you're going to show up that lead guitarist because he might be as good as Jimi Hendrix, maybe even better. Wings is better. All I'm getting at is Wings is better. Wings is better than the Beatles. I'm sorry, John Lennon. We had this coming.
Which one is the big Wings song?
You got to narrow it down.
Maybe okay, I'm not gonna start singing it. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, no, please, I can't afford that.
Oh, of course, actually.
I was thinking about it too. I was like, I don't have the licensing for this.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't have the licensing for this.
No. Oh man. I feel like there's a couple. I swear, every time we play any gig, I try to tell myself, like, you should have just learned to sing. You should have played flute. Hauling drums to these spots. It sounds really cool. And playing is really cool at your house, but I swear, the second you have to take even places that have a house kit, it's the guy before you is always like, yeah, so I set everything lefty and upside down. So I hope we have 15 minutes. I hope you can just switch it back real quick. It's just a quick thing.
I'll be honest. I have an electronic drum set right over there.
Yeah,
I've taken it exactly once to a thing. It was like an open mic where I was like, I'm going to bring a drum set because I was hosting, and that was the easiest. I've been a front man, I've been the singer, and I have actually helped load drums and set them up. Real like regular acoustic drum sets suck when you're in a hurry. Whereas the electronic drum sets, you could just like loosen, fold it all up, and there's like 90% of it, and then you just grab the stuff off the floor. But I'm with you. Like singers, harmonica.
Yeah. Well,
like
flute action, play the kazoo, something. I mean, either of those. It'd either be between that or I forget. I feel like we vaguely had this chat. I can't tell if because part of me thinks I need to go back to the younger me and just shake him and try to tell him to skip the whole pretentious, like late middle school, early high school. Like, I only listen to prog. That's real music. Like, I can't tell if that's just something is that something that you have to do, or has that always been the case with some people in music? Like, is that just a phase you have to learn out of, or is that something you think we could teach the next generation to skip?
A little bit of info about Jake. When he was like 10 or 11, someone who really liked Iron Maiden was really mean to him. And so he doesn't like Iron Maiden.
I swear that
didn't like Iron Maiden, didn't like Black
Apparently
Sabbath.
I got drunk and told that
didn't
story.
Like Pink Floyd.
I think I made that up.
He was like, old music is terrible. It's like, Jake,
it was
Jake, someone was mean to you.
Who hurts you?
Who hurt you, Jake?
I swear.
Sorry, it's okay, buddy. Just listen to some Take 5. You'll be fine.
Which I love. That was I had an entire I bell curved it because jazz, man, you hit. Oh, we'll take a little Brubeck. Beautiful. The solo on Take 5 is the worst drum solo I've probably ever heard in my life. But aside from that, beautiful tune. The old swing stuff's beautiful. Then it was that mid hippie. It was like lame whack. I've come around now. I've learned there's some bangers. Beatles had some okay songs, you know.
Yeah,
One or two.
Yeah,
without going down that whole rabbit hole, that whole twisted road. I will say this. I forget the name of the song, but the theme song for Cowboy Bebop slaps.
Tank.
You're talking to the man right here, one of the biggest fans of mine.
Okay.
I know, yeah, true. For all intents and purposes, a different song that happens to be called Tank. Every time scream. Oh, beautiful. That's our next album. Leaking the next album. We're just doing that.
All right. Let me know when to fit my studio time in. Anyway, with that,
we'll have you on trumpet.
You're in.
There it is. There's my trumpet.
Air trumpet. That counts.
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting on my other one anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on my tuba.
There it is. Can you mic that, Mr.? Yeah, Mr. Is he the studio man?
Yeah, we can mic that. Let's get a contact mic on that.
Okay.
I want to really get into the sound, man.
Yeah,
I really want to feel like I'm there. You know, I want to feel like it's all around me.
It surrounds us. It penetrates us.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, with that, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, gentlemen, for being on the show. Stick around. We're going to be seeing that music video for Freaky People. And speaking of which, and then we're going to catch you in the outro. In the meantime, we'll temporarily say goodbye, and we'll see you in a minute.
Room 6, thanks for having us.
Thanks. Freaky People.
It's not over. I said there was an outro.
Freaky People. You got
Room 6, thanks for having us.
Freaky People. Getting high off a piece of love, and they try to climb the village steeple. Don't they know they can wear the tail?
I want to thank Jacob and Izzy from Poppy Roscoe for coming on the channel. It was a great interview and an awesome music video. If you want to know more about them, hit those social media links down below. In the meantime, if you want to see more videos like this, please click up here. If you want to subscribe, click over there, and you know what to do. And if you want to hear my own music, click over there. Remember to be amazing, and we'll see you next time on Room 6. Say goodbye, guys.
Thanks
Bye.
again for
Thanks
having us,
again.
Room 6.
No worries. Ba-da-bop, ba-da-bop. There's always one.